What is happening, everybody? Back to another video. It's a prediction video on NA Open 5. So honestly, let's just get right into it. I don't want this video to be too crazy long. But right here, you'll notice a crazy matchup because Schnitzel is seed number 1. Because in the Swiss here, you'll notice they went 3-0, beating Energy in Game 5 and Complexity in Game 5. And so that makes them seed 1. And Pirates barely squeaked through in round 5. So this is somehow our matchup. But Pirates didn't look so good last open. Schnitzel looked good now. I think it was a fluke, but I think it'll last long enough to get them past Pirates. However, if Pirates look how they did last open, then Pirates are going to win that. Rebellion versus the boys. I've been saying this since the trade. Rebellion just needs time to let Reddles make an impact. And it's been looking like that. They've been looking better. They went 3-1 through the Swiss. They made the top 8 in the last open. So I'm going to give it to Shopify. I'm going to believe in them. The boys definitely sometimes get hot. It's a team of what ifs. They have lots of talent. But for now, I think Rebellion with calming force of Reddles will get them through that. Genji versus Deleted. Genji is definitely going to win this one. I'll give a game to Deleted. But Genji have looked really good. As we know from the last open, they made the finals. Justin has definitely elevated this team so far. Energy versus Simtalk. Simtalk, lots of talent. Energy, what did I just do? Oh, we're back. Okay. Simtalk, lots of talent. Energy, lots of talent. The difference is Energy has a crazy game plan and are just better. So I'm going to go 3-0. I don't think it'll be close. Schnitzel versus Rebellion. I'm going to believe in the Rebellion game plan. I'm going to go 3-2 though. Yeah. Genji, Energy. Now, because this is a group stage, I'm going to have Genji winning this. But if we're talking playoffs, then I would say Energy. But Energy sometimes fall flat in these group stages. So I got to have some sort of upsets in here. Otherwise, this video is boring. Pirates versus the boys. I'm actually going to have the boys winning this. Pirates have just been uninspiring. I'm going to go 3-2 though. Deleted, Simtalk. Again, I think Simtalk just doesn't have enough of a game plan. They play too much individually. And Deleted have great chemistry. So I'll go 3-1 there. Energy versus the boys. This is a little scary for Energy, honestly, if this happens. I'll go 3-1. But the boys have beat them before, I'm pretty sure. That's Percy Evo Aqua, for those that don't know. A team of what ifs. So it could happen. That would be embarrassing for Energy. But I don't think it'll happen. But that's a little scary. Schnitzel versus Deleted. Deleted, like I said, they've been uninspiring. So I'm going to go Schnitzel. Deleted should win it. But I'm going to go Schnitzel just because Deleted look like they're on the downtrend. They've been getting worse and worse. Group B, we have Space Station versus Bubble Sort. Bubble Sort is Mech, Flitz, and I forget who's the last one. Oh, Toasty. And Space Station, we know Space Station. I gotta give it to Space Station. I'm gonna go 3-0 there. I mean, Flitz, big in the community. Toasty, been here a long time. And Mech is a 14-year-old kid who just doesn't have experience yet, but is really good, and he'll get there. Complexity versus Strictly Biz. This will be Complexity 3-1. They're just better. It's just how it works. Ultimates, Lil Step Bros. Yes, Lil Step Bros did make it through the Swiss in round 5. I know, it's crazy. Reward, Ultimates. You're going to get swept here every time. SOS versus Team Evo. Team Evo should win this. SOS, for those that don't know, is Drewy, Life, and Plexi. Team Evo should win this, but I'm gonna go for SOS just because I just really want Life to make it through. So I gotta give an upset at some point there. Space Station, Complexity. In the group stage, I'm gonna go Space Station because when Space Station isn't nervous, they are really good. But when it comes to playoffs, they tend to slow down a little bit. But for now, I'm giving that to Space Station. Ultimates, SOS. That I really want to give it to SOS because I just want them to make it through. But that's a 3-0 for Ultimates. Pretty easy day for Ultimates. Yeah. Bubble Sort, Strictly Biz. I gotta give that to Strictly Biz. 3. You know what? I'll give a game to Bubble Sort. I don't think they'll actually get a game, but I'll give them a game. Team Evo, Lil Step Bros. Team Evo should never lose this, ever. That would be embarrassing. SOS versus Strictly Biz. Man, like I was saying, I just really want SOS to make it through, but I can't. I can only give them one upset before it's just delusional, so I'm going to go 3-1 there. Complexity, Team Evo. That's Complexity 3-1 as well. Shouldn't be too hard. Kind of sucks for Team Evo there. Yeah. Okay. Now we are on to the playoffs. If I can get there. There we are. So these games are Saturday. We'll start with Energy versus Complexity. This is kind of a crazy matchup in the lower round 1, but Complexity never beats Energy. I don't think this whole season they have. I think max they've taken like 2 games off of them, if that. Might have just been 1. So yeah, not hard for Energy. Schnitzel, Strictly Biz. Man, I know I said Schnitzel fluked it, and I still think that. But versus Strictly Biz, I mean, that's just a lucky draw there, if this is what happens. Lucky for both, to be honest, because it's someone they can beat. I'm going to give it Game 7 potential for Schnitzel. If Schnitzel keep up this form, I mean, they're winning for sure. But if they don't, Strictly Business will take it, and easily, I think. Now, upper quarterfinals, Space Station versus Rebellion. Rebellion, I want to win that, but I mean, I just can't do it. They're not there yet, but they'll get there. Gen G versus Ultimates. Oh, this one's kind of interesting. I'm gonna... Oh, man. I'm giving it to the Ultimates, but I'm gonna give it a Game 7. Gen G have looked good, so we've been saying they could take this, but I don't think they will. But we'll see. Rebellion, Energy. That's kind of a sucky matchup for Rebellion there. I don't think this will be too hard for Energy. I'm going to go 4-1. Schnitzel versus Gen G. Similar thing here. 4-1. Which puts Ultimates versus Energy in the semifinals, which is also interesting. Energy, Ultimates. Oh, man. Somehow Energy just turn it on all the time. On Sundays, I mean. So I'm going to give it Game 7 NRG. Space Station, Gen G. This one's interesting as well. So last time Gen G won in Game 7 in Open 4. And this time, you know what? Let's have Space Station win in Game 7. Another close series. That puts Space Station versus NRG in the finals, which is interesting. And here, I mean, it's just going to be Energy all the way. Space Station can take it if they peak, but they do have trouble in the later days of tournaments. So we will see. Now, so yeah, I have Energy winning. Let's see points here. So Race for Rally with Energy, Gen G, Space Station, Ultimates. Ultimates with only 14 though, if that's how the bracket goes. And that means Complexity only 2 points off and Rebellion only 4 points off. So really, these are the 6 teams fighting for Major. After that, it's rough. Yeah, 9 Lives, if you didn't know, dropped in the Swiss. So their season is kind of over, to be honest. Yeah, so that could make the race interesting. But you guys let me know what you think. Do you have Energy winning this? Where do you think I messed up? What do you think is going to actually happen in this Open? Because we all know that no matter what I predict, it's going to be wrong every single time. But with that, subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.